Hello, I'm Marina, a teacher of Russian as a foreign language. Today I want to show you some ways to say hello in Russian. I would recommend everyone to watch this lesson because there is a good and useful information for you here, and I talk about the more formal ways to say hello in Russian. And in one of the next videos on this channel, I will tell you about how to do this in informal ways, including the Russian slang. There's gonna be an interesting lesson for everyone, even for those of you who study Russian with a teacher or at university, because not all teachers talk about these informal ways of saying hello in Russian, because they communicate with their students in very formal situations. So let's look at these formal ways of saying hello in Russian. The first and most common way to say hello in Russian is the word «здравствуйте». Pay attention to my pronunciation. «Здравствуйте», «здравствуйте». I don't pronounce the letter «v» in the middle of the word. I don't pronounce «здравствуйте», «здравствуйте», «v». I don't pronounce like that. I pronounce without the letter «v» in the word. «Здравствуйте», «здравствуйте», «здравствуйте». This is really the most common word to say hello in Russian, because we use it in every situation when people are not very close to us. They might be colleagues, bosses, teachers, doctors, new people we meet, and etc. For example, I come to a cafe and say, «Здравствуйте! Can I have a cup of coffee, please?» Or I come to a hospital and tell to a doctor, «Здравствуйте! I came here because I have a headache». So the word «здравствуйте» is rather a formal way to say hello in Russian. We use it literally always and everywhere. By the way, an interesting fact about this word. The word «здравствуйте» is the imperative form of the Russian verb «здравствовать», which means to be healthy. And it turns out that when we use this imperative form of the verb «здравствовать», we essentially wish each other to be healthy. So, my dear Americans and Europeans, guys who maybe listens to the West propaganda about Russians, please don't tell me that Russian people are very rude and aggressive. No, not at all. Our mentality, our culture is expressed in our language. For example, like your mentality and your cultures are expressed in your languages. And here you can see how the Russian language says that we Russians are nice and kind people who wish health to anyone and everyone they meet and greet. And 3 more ways to say hello in Russian are the next phrases. First, «Доброе утро», good morning. We only use this phrase in the morning, maybe up to 20 a.m. For example, I come to my work and tell to my colleagues, «Доброе утро». Additionally, we always use this phrase when we talk to our family members or our close people. These are always informal situations. For example, I get up and I go to my kitchen, I see my mom and tell her, «Доброе утро, mama», «Доброе утро, mother». Yes, or for example, I and my friend are on vacation, and every day we go to breakfast, every day we tell to each other, «Доброе утро». So we can use this phrase in informal situations and formal situations too. At work, for example. The second phrase is «Добрый день». «Добрый день», good afternoon. We use this phrase in the afternoon after 12 a.m. up to 6 p.m. We only use this phrase in formal situations. Teachers, doctors, new people, etc. If I talked to my friend, I would not certainly tell him «Добрый день» because it's too formal. If I tried to do this, my friend would say, Irina, are you crazy? Why are you talking to me in a very serious way? I'm not your boss, your teacher, your doctor. And the third phrase is Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. Good evening. We use this phrase in the evening after 6 p.m. and this phrase is also formal. I would never tell Добрый вечер to my friend. But though I would tell if I wanted to make our conversation more playable, more flirtable. For example, Добрый вечер, мой друг. But it would be just a joke. Добрый вечер, мой друг. Да, it's Russian. And now I'm gonna tell you about the most informal way of saying hello in Russian. This is the word привет. Привет. We tell this word привет literally to everyone we consider close to us or everyone we know quite well. Parents, grandparents, other family members, friends. It could also be colleagues we have a good connection at work with. For example, I call my brother and say привет, как дела, how are you, что нового, what's new. Or I can tell at my work to my colleague, привет, how have you spent your weekend? Как ты провел свои выходные? So guys, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. If this video was useful for you, please like and subscribe. See you later in the next videos. Пока-пока!